Welcome back to my channel, and today's recipe is another gorgeous salad because you guys are loving salads at the moment. So because I did vegetarian salads last week, I thought I'll do something with chicken, and I have chosen a recipe from my cookbook, Chetna's Healthy Indians. So as the name suggests, it's a really nice, healthy, delicious chicken salad. It's chicken salad with yogurt dressing, and this is what I am making today, and it's super quick to prepare. So I'm going to start cooking, but don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell button, and let's get the pan out and cook the chicken. Here I have got 2 chicken breasts, and they are around 400 something grams, but basically I'm looking for 2 chicken breasts to start with. They are obviously quite nice and kind of really thick, but I want to flatten them out, so just putting some cling film and going to use a rolling pin to get them even sized like this. Do the same with the other. So I'm just gonna drizzle this with the tiniest bit of oil. I'm using olive oil right now, and then a good sprinkling of salt. Seasoning is really important. And I am using some curry powder today, just medium, so not very spicy, and I'm going to sprinkle some curry powder. In the book I have used a total of 1 teaspoon, but basically use enough to cover the chicken pieces properly. You want lots of flavor, and then just rub it in, so you've kind of covered the chicken pieces well and evenly with the salt and the oil and the curry powder. Once I've covered them up, I am going to get a pan nice and hot. Right, so I've got a nice pan and just going to drizzle a tiniest little bit of oil, because we've got a little bit of oil on the chicken as well, and then get a little bit of spices on the other side too. So in goes the chicken. Now this should take around 8 to 10 minutes to cook, so I'm going to reduce the heat to medium-low. Just make sure the oil is distributed properly, and now cover and cook this for 10 minutes. So it's been exactly 5 minutes, and I'm going to cook it for another 5, but before I do that, I'm just going to turn it over. Oh my god, it smells so good. Really nice. That's going to be such an incredibly delicious salad. Cover and another 5 minutes. While the chicken is cooking, I'm going to prep a couple of things. So you can use 2 to 3, your choice, banana shallots, like the long shallots. If you don't have shallots, you can just use onions. I like using shallots in salads. So I'm going to finely chop or roughly chop, whatever you want to do. And also finely chop 1 red chili with it all. It's been exactly 12 minutes now, and the chicken is looking ready and done. Just cooking with the lid on cooks it nicely and keeps it nice and moist. I'm going to get all of this out on a plate. Obviously, you have to cook the chicken till it's done. So if it's taking a bit longer, please do check that your chicken is cooked. Right, so I'm going to let this liquid be in there. I'm not doing anything with it. I'm increasing the heat, and now I'm going to cook the onions and shallots in this. These onions and chilies are just going to cook for 5 minutes, not longer. Just need to kind of nicely soften them in that chicken juice, so all the flavor goes into it. So even though it's a really simple salad with like kind of really simple ingredients, it's packed with flavor, which is what I love. So there's lots of protein from the chicken, and this dressing is like no other. So it's going to taste absolutely amazing with just the basic things, ingredients, because of the way we are cooking it. So once the onions have nicely softened, we're going to add some tomato puree to it. You can see that all the water has been absorbed by the onions. The onions have softened up really well, and now I'm going to add a tablespoon of the tomato puree. I'm going to add a splash of water, like a couple of tablespoons. Give it a mix, and then reduce the heat and cook this for 5 minutes. just enough moisture so that nothing burns in the pan. So there it is. Just gonna give it 5 minutes on low heat. You might have started to think that, what sort of dressing is this? There's onions and tomato and you've cooked the chicken. I promise you, this might be one of the best chicken salads you've eaten because it's so delicious. Right, the onions are done, onion, tomato. And now I'm going to turn the heat off and transfer it to a bigger bowl so that I can let it cool down slightly before I add anything else to it. I'll just give it 5 minutes to cool down just slightly. And to this, I'm also going to add half a teaspoon of salt and a good tablespoon of the same medium curry powder that I used for the chicken. Just going to stir this in. So once this has cooled down slightly, I've given it 5 minutes. I've got here 100 grams of natural yogurt. Just gonna stir this. Just gonna put that into the onion mix and then give it a stir. Doesn't this look gorgeous? Absolutely gorgeous, right? Gonna move this aside. Get our chicken back. It's still warm. Just gonna kind of slice it into thin pieces. So you really don't want to overcook the chicken and kind of try and keep it nice and moist by cooking it just for the right amount of time till it's done. This is looking perfectly cooked. Now that the chicken is all sliced up, you can also shred it by hand. Oops, this goes into our lovely yogurt dressing and then just fold it all in. Oh, beautiful, lovely. Moving on, get that on the side. I have got a pack of radishes. They are around 200 to 240 grams. Basically, use a handful. Just gonna slice it thinly. I love radishes right now in this season. They are so crispy and sharp, but actually have flavor in them. So that's the radishes done, and I'm using one romaine lettuce, but you could use any lettuce of your choice. It's absolutely up to you what you want to do, and I'm just going to thinly slice this as well. You can tear it too, but I don't want chunky leaves in this particular salad, so that's why I'm slicing them nice and thinly. No more room on the chopping board. Never mind, we can do it, we can do it. Yes, did it. Now all that is left to do is put it together. How pretty does that look? Right, and in goes our gorgeous chicken. And the absolute final touch is just a squeeze of lime or lemon juice. Right guys, that's it. It is ready. The delicious yogurt chicken salad. I must say healthy. Just add it in there. And because I get so many gluten-free requests, this is obviously gluten-free, healthy, delicious chicken salad. And if anybody wants more healthy, delicious recipes, you can find them in Chetna's Healthy Indian. I've also got a Healthy Indian Vegetarian for the vegetarians out there. Right time to taste. So again, this is like a meal in itself. Obviously not all of it for me, but what I'm trying to say is that it's got everything you need in a whole meal, and it is absolutely wow, it's got a bit of heat, super crunchy. That dressing that chicken is amazing. Absolutely insanely good. That is delicious. It's got the lovely warmth and heat from the chilies and the curry powder, and it's just so creamy because of the yogurt, but healthy at the same time. I really hope you will give this a go. Don't forget to subscribe, and if you have any other requests for the summer, let me know quite quickly before time runs out and we are into autumn. So yeah, hope you enjoy this. Bye for now.